Hey, hello everyone. I would like to give a quick overview of the academic research platform I created on drug discovery. So basically, as a part of my one of my academic research paper, I have built along with two of my friends with this drug discovery platform. Though it's really not production ready, but it could be a very good fun start to understand how drug discovery works, especially for the education purpose and academic purpose, and maybe it can be extended to a production ready pipeline. Of course, it needs more work, I think. So let's understand how it works. So you can access this application using deep2lead.dlyog.com. This is an application I maintain as my for my fund project and research platform. So you can access some the disclaimer that it's not actually capturing any PHI, non-PHI, or PCI data. You just accept it. And so what it is, so to understand about the drug discovery process, right? So basically, every drug is targets, every drug basically a chemical compound. And honestly, trust me, I'm not an expert in terms of domain, but I have some fundamental understandings based on which I have developed this application or this platform. So basically, every drug is basically a chemical compound, and it basically targets a disease. Now, diseases are typically represented as a protein structure, which is basically an amino acid sequence, and generally it is represented in the lab settings. Now, there are different approaches. You can go to our research paper, which has the full. So you can go to our research paper, which is published here. Um, so it has the all the details how we developed, how the standard lead optimization techniques, is used, like in silico based screening, and how this user interface or the tool or platform can help. So let's understand how it works. So basically, you can go to like Embl database and find any protein structure or amino acid sequence, and then you can verify. But let me tell you how this works. So the fundamental idea behind is that this tool can help to basically discover a better drug or molecules based on an existing drug molecule. So you need to have an existing target or amino acid sequence and or already a drug which is working good. It has a good binding affinity, and then you can basically try to generate a nearby molecule and then calculate its binding affinity. So we have used one of the another research paper has they have a tool called deep purpose. We have used their deep purpose pipeline in this and integrated with this tool to calculate the admit properties and binding affinity. So let's see how it works actually. So I'll tell you, let's say we have already created some molecules, but let me do it again, right? So let's say in this Campbell database I have actually copied this smile string. So this is basically for this, not smile string, for this sequence, basically for this amino acid sequence. And just to try it out, let's say you keep this amino acid sequence here, and I have copied it. Now you can basically take any existing drug molecules and just to test around. As I said, I'm not expert in the chemical space. I'm a software engineer, but I have some. We have some already generated smile strings, so I'm taking another one here. So let me put it here, and then this is where what it will do. So we can say number of attempts. So the more attempt you give, the better is better it will try to get the nearby, go to the latent space and try to find the molecules. It is using a VAE, variational autoencoder, autoencoder algorithms of deep learning. We can put some noise level, let's say 6, and we can try to generate, and it may not be successful at first attempt. So let's see. Wow, okay. Within first attempt itself, it's very successful. So it gave us like, so like 10 molecules all together, which is a very good. And we can see their IC50, PIC50 rate ratings. And so the beauty is once you generate, it will be stored into its internal database, and you can literally browse that future either based on amino acid sequence or based on, so you can go to browse and you can literally search it. So you can search by the one. So you see I gave this amino acid sequence, it's all 10 generated. It has also 12 because I had used it earlier. So anything you are generating you can later discover, and you click on a particular smile string and it will show you its chemical structure also. So I think this tool has a huge potential, for academic purpose, especially people who are trying to learn how drug discovery works and use this tool, to play around. I'm not sure about the production purpose. Of course, there is a disclaimer. This may not be accurate, as we have also said in the paper, because the latent space is really uh, not always predictable. So we are going into a latent space and trying to predict with a deep learning algorithm, but then there is always chance of wrong. But of course, it has to be validated in the lab settings, how whether the binding affinity, which is showing here, is actual reflection. So total disclaimer: this may not work at all in lab settings, but it's a good fun academic project, academic tool which can help to learn people to more on drug discovery, especially for the people who really, you can understand it's a so simple user interface. All you need a amino acid sequence of a protein structure and a drug molecule compound smile string. And interesting, another very useful feature, it's also integrated with molecule designer. So you can click and literally design a new molecule here. So you can basically create a new molecule structure here. And as I said, I was doing earlier a lot of work, or nowadays I'm checking after quite some time these tools, though I maintain this tool for the community. But you can basically, if you have a proper chemical engineering or chemical background, you should be able to design a molecule for your target. So then if you see, it will correspondingly populate the smile string. So you can use that molecule designer tool to do that. That's a small, very small introduction. And please explore this tool more. And please put a comment on the youtube, my youtube video, if you want to see a v2 version of this. Then probably, if I see that there is a good feedback from the community and they think it's helpful, I might wanted to take with my other friends as another research project on this, and maybe we'll publish another paper, try to publish another paper on the same. Thank you.